Welcome to my channel Mallorca Under the Sun, and in this video I'm going to be telling you how the new COVID travel restrictions will affect your holiday coming to Mallorca. So there have been quite a few really important travel updates which will affect your winter holiday if you are thinking of coming to Majorca in the next few weeks. Now I'm going to run through what those updates are and how they're going to affect your trip. But as with all my travel updates that I do give, if you are about to travel, please check official government sources, and I will put links to those in the description text below this video. So please check before you travel, because rules often do and they will change moving forward. So as of the 1st of December 2021, it is only possible to arrive in Spain if you have received 2 doses of the COVID vaccine, and that is 14 days before arrival. Now this applies to everybody 12 years old and over. Children who are 11 years old and under are exempt for this rule, but this has huge implications for anyone travelling from the UK with children who are aged between 12 and 15 years old. Now, according to the NHS website, children between 12 and 15 years old are only being offered a single dose of the vaccine, which means that they will be eligible for entry into Spain. Now, if this rule changes in the coming weeks or months, I do not know, but for the time being, how is this going to affect your holiday moving forward if you are coming over here this winter? But most controversially, if you are a resident in the UK and you refuse to get vaccinated, you will not be allowed to come to Spain. And what's more, if you are arriving unvaccinated from other EU countries, then you will not be allowed into restaurants or bars with capacities of over 50 people without that COVID passport. Now, this is such a crushing blow to tourism here and to businesses on the island. So if you have a holiday booked here to Mallorca this winter and you are travelling with 12 to 15-year-olds from the UK who obviously will not be doubly vaccinated, how will this affect your journey? Well, in a nutshell, they're not going to be able to travel with you. But what options are open and what options are available if you are thinking of changing your travel plans? And the same goes too if you wish to remain unvaccinated but you need to change your travel plans. Now, the chances are if you're coming to Mallorca over the winter, you will have self-packaged your holiday here. Now, airlines such as EasyJet or Ryanair have been quite good in terms of being able to amend your booking and only charging you the difference in the cost of the flight. If you have booked your hotel separately, then obviously you're going to need to check your cancellation or the amendment terms in your booking. I always advise as well, when you are booking your hotel separately and without a travel agent, that you avoid these non-refundable rates, because although they are much cheaper, we just need a situation like this, which will mean that if you needed to cancel your booking, you will not get your money back. So what if you have a package holiday booked for next summer and you are planning to travel with unvaccinated 12 to 15-year-olds? Or you are unvaccinated and want to remain unvaccinated? Well, my advice at the moment is to just wait and see, because who knows if this rule is going to be rolled over into next summer or not. And also, do not be in a hurry to cancel your break and book to another European destination, because it is perfectly likely that other European countries will follow suit with Spain and have this vaccination policy in place before you can travel. Okay, so we have had more breaking news about travellers returning to the UK, and it looks like PCR tests are now back in force. Now, according to the government, any arrivals from 4 AM on the 30th of November will have to self-isolate until they have done their day 2 PCR test and had the results for this. Now, I appreciate that some of you may have already actually booked your antigen tests for your return to the UK. I would advise contacting the test provider and seeing if you can then upgrade that test to a PCR or try and get your money back. I mean, I'd be interested to know in comments below if anyone has managed to do this, but I highly suspect that you are going to have to book a brand new day 2 PCR test for your return back to the UK. Now, this period of enforced isolation when you return back to the UK really does depend on which PCR test you book, because if you pay an absolute premium to get your PCR test as soon as you land at the airport and you get your negative result a few hours later, that will then mean that you do not need to isolate. However, if you are getting one of those home testing kits which you then have to post off, you could be waiting for a couple of days before you get your negative result, which will mean that you will have to isolate in accommodation until you get that result back. Now, my final piece of advice is, if you are travelling from the UK, is that you also do need to update your vaccination certificate, whether it is digitally on your phone or to get it reprinted. Now, the government have asked that you do this because to not update the certificate could mean delays for you getting into the country. So please go ahead and get that certificate updated. Now, I'd be really interested to know what you think about all of these changes that have taken place this weekend. Let me know in comments below. I mean, it's crazy days at the moment, but all I can say is that if you are thinking of looking to book to come out to Mallorca over the winter, that you're going to enjoy beautiful empty beaches, as you can see here behind me down at Majorca, just outside of Palma. You're going to enjoy some amazing hiking and you're going to enjoy some cycling too. If you need a break to get away from the craziness from wherever you are in the world, I really recommend a break out here. Okay, so thanks very much for watching everyone, and I will see you on the next video. Goodbye for now.